Asab port, located on the Red Sea coast, holds a special place in Ethiopian history. It served as Ethiopia's main maritime gateway for much of the late 19th and 20th centuries. Situated strategically within the Bay of Asab, a natural deep-water harbour, the port offered protection from harsh weather conditions. This made it an ideal location for trade and naval activities. Without direct access to the sea, Ethiopia relied heavily on Asab for international trade and communication. The port became a vital link connecting Ethiopia to the wider world. Asab's history is one of changing hands, mirroring the complex geopolitical landscape of the Horn of Africa. It witnessed periods of prosperity and decline, influenced by regional power struggles and global events. Understanding Asab's story provides valuable insights into Ethiopia's broader historical narrative. Asab port, with its strategic location and economic potential, played a crucial role in Ethiopia's quest for a secure and independent route to the sea. Asab's origins can be traced back to a small, sparsely populated coastal settlement. The area attracted the attention of European powers in the 19th century. In 1869, an Italian company, Rubattino Shipping Company, purchased Asab from the local Afar sultans. This marked the beginning of Italian influence in the region. The company recognized Asab's potential as a trading post and coaling station for ships navigating the busy Red Sea route. The Italian government later took control of Asab in 1882, formally establishing the colony of Italian Eritrea. This move raised concerns in Ethiopia, particularly under the reign of Emperor Johannes IV. He recognized the strategic importance of the Red Sea coast and sought to maintain Ethiopian sovereignty over the region. Johannes IV engaged in diplomatic efforts to assert Ethiopian claims over Asab. However, these efforts ultimately proved unsuccessful. Italy consolidated its control over Eritrea, including Asab port, limiting Ethiopia's access to the sea. Emperor Menelik II, who succeeded Johannes IV, understood the importance of securing access to the sea. He recognized Asab's potential to connect Ethiopia to global trade and enhance its international standing. Menelik engaged in negotiations with the Italians, aiming to secure favorable trade agreements and potentially regain control of the port. While Italy remained in control of Asab, Menelik secured crucial concessions. Treaties signed in 1893 and 1896 granted Ethiopia the right to use Asab port for trade. This agreement allowed duty-free import of goods through Asab. Asab quickly emerged as Ethiopia's primary gateway for international trade. European goods flowed into the country through the port. Exports, including coffee, hides and beeswax, were shipped out to international markets. The increased trade volume led to economic growth and modernization within Ethiopia. Despite not being under Ethiopian control, Asab played a crucial role during Menelik's reign. It facilitated economic growth, strengthened Ethiopia's ties with the outside world, and solidified Menelik's legacy as a modernizing leader. Section 4. Italian interlude, shifting tides in the Red Sea. Italy's colonial ambitions in the Horn of Africa intensified in the early 20th century. Asab, with its strategic location, became a key asset in Italy's plans for expansion. The Italians invested in developing the port's infrastructure, aiming to transform it into a major military and commercial hub. During the fascist regime under Benito Mussolini, Asab witnessed significant militarization. The port was expanded to accommodate a larger naval presence. Asab served as a launchpad for Italy's invasion of Ethiopia in 1935. Following Italy's defeat in World War II, the fate of its former colonies, including Eritrea and Asab port, became a matter of international debate. Ethiopia, having regained its independence, sought to reclaim its lost territories and secure its access to the sea. Section 5. Return to the fold post-World War II and Ethiopian administration. The post-World War II period witnessed intense diplomatic negotiations concerning the fate of Eritrea, including Asab port. Ethiopia, under Emperor Haile Selassie I, presented its claims for the return of its lost territories. The emperor argued that Eritrea was historically an integral part of Ethiopia and crucial for its economic viability. In 1952, the United Nations decided to federate Eritrea with Ethiopia. This decision aimed to balance Eritrea's desire for autonomy with Ethiopia's need for access to the sea. Under the federation, Eritrea maintained a degree of self-governance while Ethiopia gained control over Asab port and other key economic assets. Growing discontent with Ethiopian rule led to the eruption of the Eritrean War of Independence in 1961. Asab port became a focal point of the conflict, with both sides recognizing its strategic and economic importance. Despite the ongoing conflict, Ethiopia continued to invest in developing Asab's infrastructure. Section 6. A Port Adrift. The Eritrean War of Independence and its Aftermath. The Eritrean War of Independence raged for 3 decades, exacting a heavy toll on both sides. Asab port, caught in the crossfire, experienced periods of closure and limited functionality. In 1991, Eritrean rebels, backed by Ethiopian forces then engaged in their own civil war against the Derg regime, captured Asab. This victory marked a turning point in the war, ultimately paving the way for Eritrea's independence in 1993. Eritrea's independence had significant implications for Ethiopia. It once again became a landlocked country, severing its access to the sea. Asab port, once a symbol of Ethiopian unity and economic potential, became a point of contention between the two newly independent nations. Relations between Eritrea and Ethiopia remained tense in the years following Eritrea's independence. Section 7, looking ahead. Asab's uncertain future. Asab port's future remains uncertain, intertwined with the complex geopolitical dynamics of the Horn of Africa. Following the 2018 peace agreement between Eritrea and Ethiopia, there have been discussions about potentially granting Ethiopia access to Asab port. This development raises hopes for renewed economic cooperation and regional integration. However, concrete agreements and the implementation of such arrangements remain to be seen. Regional stability and security are essential for attracting foreign investment and facilitating trade through the port. Developing Asab port's infrastructure and enhancing its operational efficiency will be vital for its long-term success. Asab port stands at a crossroads, its future hanging in the balance between past conflicts and the promise of a more interconnected and prosperous future. How its story unfolds will depend on the choices made by regional leaders and the willingness to prioritize cooperation and shared development goals.